Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Denver Nuggets get ready to battle. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, we know today's players can really elevate, but it's the landings that create tremendous strain on the body. In fact, at least one team bans its veteran players from dunking in practice. Kevin, that is not a problem for me.
David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. You know, and early on, you want to win games, of course, but maybe even more important, Chris, establishing your identity for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, early wins and losses, they can be deceiving. If you think about teams that peak too early, you want to make sure that you establish your identity. And I would suggest for any rookie, your main character of your identity should be this: great listener, hard worker. After that, we'll see how many points you score, how many rebounds you get. But you need to come in as a rookie, humble, ready to work, ready to listen. And then usually things will sort themselves out.
Great perspective. And here is Green. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 5. The 19-foot shot. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, I like the effort. It always feels good to get on the board first.
No good from outside. Feeds it to Carter. Green with the ball. He had 16 points in the win against Washington.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Adams outside. Guarded by Green. Puts it up from 12. Misses the baby hook. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
Now here is Carter. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. That one goes in.
I like that big play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this hot.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Carter pulls it in. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to T. 11 feet away. Off the left rim and out. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Defended by Carter. Good work defensively by Carter.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Back to Green. There's the triple. It doesn't go for him.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Good on the shot.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Hitting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Guarded by Green. Lets it go from deep. He's off on that one.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
A shot by Carter. Nobody around. The quick look, no good that time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
He can't hit that time.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Chris, you and I love guys with a great handle, and they can finish with either hand. And I know you've got a couple guys who you think do it better than most.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right,
He's
exactly.
one of the best finishers that I've seen. Oh, my goodness, the way he can finger roll you with his left hand and throw it up so high the rain will come down with it and finishing off of both legs. You have to look at a guy like Harden as well, the way he finishes. How about LeBron James? As strong as he is, it seems like he just kind of gives you a shoulder with either shoulder, bumps and waits, and then lays it up nice too. I mean, you have so many players. And Curry, he's another guy that does it so well. I can keep going on, but those guys, don't forget about Mike Conley. He's ambidextrous. He might just shoot a jump shot with either hand. So you got to be careful when guarding these guys. Great finishers now.
Good names you've mentioned. Carter hits them both. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wilson against Green. Five on the clock. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Carter. There's the dish to Brown. Kicks it to Green. It's hauled in by Adams. Being a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Here's Wilson. The 17-footer goes down. Doing well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Green deciding where to go with it. From beyond the arc. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. The teardrop falls in. To the inside. Stolen. Dishes it to Adams. Shot clock at 6. Just his first attempt. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. To the inside. Brown. Another shot. That's tipped. Wilson left side. Goes up the baseline. Carter pulls it in. The 15-footer drained for 2 points.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
It's stolen by Green. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. On the wing, Green fires the three. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made two.
Just doing the job on the backboard. Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now here's Adams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Drops in the tray.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on it.
Gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Carter left side. Outside, Green. Shot from 12. Adams, some nice D. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. From 18 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Outside, Green. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 6 points for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now the pass to Wilson. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. He's covered by Brown. Inside. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. And he makes good on the layup.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Adams, the bounce pass. Defended by Carter. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
Outside, Green. Can't hit from 12.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The home team leading by just 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
Tipped away. Pass to Boss. Can't hit that one.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving. But C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think that players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better. But as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you call them to play.
I love your honest appraisal. Just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
To the paint, and he banks in the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
From down in the low post, it goes. 10 points for him.
Terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Defended by Carter. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's Boss. The offensive rebound. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Defended by Carter. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Carter. Out to the right wing. Wilson grabs the board. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Six on the shot clock. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Here's Boss. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists in the game. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
That's just a lack of communication. 2 guys just not on the same page.
T's checked in for Carter. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Shot clock at 6. A fadeaway. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. The baseline J off the mark. Gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. It's tipped. They get it back. Being 41% for the game. Doesn't go that time.
Even that close to the bucket, that's a very tough finish in that kind of traffic.
Here's Boss, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Wilson. from 12 feet out. It's deflected. T, the pass to Boss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders of the last 10 games. Take a look at Boss. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league. And, of course, B. Same can be said about him.
They're on a rebounding roll, these two. I mean, their work on the glass of late has them in very select company.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Check out stats for T. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Shot to stop the run. Power down with both hands.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
For 3, hits it from 3-point range. He's got 5. Gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Boss. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer on the way. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. And around 41% on the night. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Pass to T. And the wing jumper offline. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wilson left side. He's covered by Brown. Tipped away. And they're running. Here's Boss. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Boss has got 11 points.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And there's the pass to Wilson. To the middle. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Brown the pass to T. Lays it up and off the glass. 17 points in the game.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Shot clock at 3. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 1:05 left in the first half of basketball.
Timeout, timeout. Started.
To check out the stats for Green. How last month turned out for him: 4th in steals, 10th in free throw shooting, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Brown outside. Outside, Green. Baseline J on the way. So it's the visitors now. They trail by 9 points. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one doesn't drop.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
And that concludes the first half. The home team up by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team, keeping those turnovers down. That's the big factor.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
I was unimpressed, Ernie. Very unimpressed with their offense. You know, guys seem to be going through the motions, not cutting, not hustling. They failed to get back into a great offensive rhythm. They'll need to step it up big in the second half to cut into this lead.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. About 42% so far. Guarded by Green. Kicks to Adams. With the teardrop, Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out, give up that? No.
Now, here's Adams. No points in the game yet for him. Free throw line jump shot. Carter with the bucket.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, we see why the score is what it is. They're not playing with enough intensity on this.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Comes up empty down low.
Third straight miss to start the half. But it's still early. No need to panic.
Down low. Sweet little floater. Carter's got 11 points.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Guarded by Green. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And so here's the home team. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Can't hit from 12.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Adams. Defended by Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Adams. The tray. That shot misses.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it. It's the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And let's Let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. You look at Green, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, T, down a few spots.
And really both showing a gift at the defensive end, applying pressure and picking pockets.
Passes it to Adams. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. That one doesn't go. Gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And it's Green missing. Gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Six on the shot clock. Releases. No good off the back of the rim.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
It's not going to go for him. Guarded by Green. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Carter inside the three-point line. They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
About 35% from the floor, not much falling for them. Inside, it falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball, keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Green kicks to Carter. Can he keep it going? His 15th try is a miss. Now 9 for 15 from the floor. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Carter. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Green's got 6. Green's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Wilson. Six to shoot to the left side wing. Puts up a 3. That one, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
But they recover it. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3. Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From outside the arc, the shot, no good.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but you can't get anything to fall.
And it's Carter missing. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Guarded by Green. And the pass to Wilson. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 7.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. Outside, Green.
come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Shoots from 14. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath. Numbers for Brown. How his last 10 games have gone. 5th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Here's Boss, 11 points in the game. Outside Carter. He's off on that one.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
And a miss there on the triple.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Pass to Brown. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Takes a 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season? You look at Green, 2nd in the NBA, so great from the line. And, of course, B.
Tremendous form and confidence. That's what these two have in common when it comes to shooting free throws.
The first one falls. And Brown drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Adams outside. over Carter. Adams' shot is off.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's Boss. Sinks that one from the post. Boss has got 13 points.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
The shot by Wilson, no good. And around 44% in this third quarter. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Puts it up from 17. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, he's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Now here is Carter. He's got 13. The feed to Brown. Off on the layup. Left side, Adams. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And so it's the home team with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And around 41% on the night. Carter out there with Brown. Then there's Boss. Then it's T. Carter on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And the 3 ball is good. Carter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Adams outside to the right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New York Knicks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Kicks to Brown. Here's Boss. And too long on the shot. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Chalk up 2 there.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And the shot is good.
And since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. And so here's the home team. T, the pass to Carter. Can't hit that one. Has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Boss. He kicks to Carter. Here's T. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Boss. Here's Brown. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Passes to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance, and it goes down 2 points.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to T. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. T's got 5 points now this quarter. 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vladi or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform that can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Here's Green. That one wide left. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Green with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Carter outside. On the wing, Green. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. To the paint. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Adams outside. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Inside, here's Carter. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough 3 from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It loose. Gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Out left to the wing. There's the pass to T. Misses the 3. Gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Inside, trying to end the drought, and he lays it up and in.
I'm sure he loves that matchup. He gives him a big size advantage down low.
Gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Yeah, great perspective on that topic. Shot clock at 6. And here's Green outside, sinks the triple. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
Pass to Adams. Guarded by Green. Pulls up on the wing, and that's good off the glass that time.
Look, I don't know how he got that one to go. About as tough of a shot as you can think of.
Yeah, let's do this again.
Kicks it to Carter. The fadeaway. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. The shot, no good. Passes it to T. Outside, Green. Carter outside. With the teardrop. No good with the layup. Adams outside. To the middle. Green with the rebound. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.